to Load-Bearing Dad, Mission 32, Find Your Purpose After Service, Boundaries, Brotherhood, and Meaning. Today we get honest. The military gives you a mission, a set of orders, a brotherhood, and a reason to get up every day. Out here, post-service, it can feel like someone threw you in the deep end without a lifeline. Adrift, searching. This episode is a sit-down for any man or woman who's felt the grind. Lost, restless, or like old battles never really end. You're not alone. Let's talk about how to build boundaries, find real brotherhood, sisterhood, and reclaim meaning no matter how far you are from your last formation. So, mental reboot. Why purpose is everything. Stats don't lie. Veterans with strong post-service purpose report 30% lower depression and 40% better quality of life. Loss of the mission is the number one cause of quiet crisis and transition. Restlessness, anger, withdrawal. So grab a deep breath. Ask yourself, when's the last time I felt needed? On a mission. Do you wake up to orders or just drift waiting for someone to call your number? The ache is normal. Service gave you a battle rhythm. Now, purpose is yours to rebuild. So we need to spot sabotage and barriers to purpose. It's one thing to want meaning, but old habits and some people get in the way. Guilt? Shouldn't I have figured it out? The lone wolf lie, thinking you shouldn't need support. And then the people that saboteurs, old buddies or even family who want you to stay the same because it makes their life easier. The military truth is the units that adapt, lean on each other, and admit mistakes find new footing. And so can you. Who or what is sabotaging your purpose right now? Guilt? Expectations? Toxic group chats? Or just silence? So here's your first hack of the day. Already at the first hack of the day. Okay. Every successful vet I've met, whether they're running companies, coaching ball, or just being the best dad they can, or mom, has a ritual. They start every day by setting a micro mission that's theirs. Today, I'll help my kid with math homework. Today, I'll check in with another vet. Or today, I'll hold my workout boundary, even if it's short. Write 3 down or say them out loud right now. Science says micro goals boost mood and lower stress. So let's look at some live chat. Real military struggles after service. First question is deep. I miss the mission. Regular life feels pointless. Meaning isn't gone. It's just not assigned from HQ. Build it minute by minute. Ask your crew, family, or support network to help you brainstorm your next micro mission. Question 2. Everyone expects me to be the tough one, so I never reach out first. Brotherhood/sisterhood is built on checking in, not just being checked on. Next time you struggle, break the ice by shooting a "How's your week for real?" text to another veteran. My old friends joke about chasing purpose, like it's a midlife crisis. Ignore the noise. A woman/man with a mission scares people who wish they had one. Your boundaries are a filter, not a wall. And last question is, what if I mess up and go back to old habits? Guess what? All-purpose journeys stumble. The dudes or dudettes who bounce back are the ones who call their code read out loud. Forgive themselves, and start again. So, let's look back on this day in military history, July 29th. It was the sinking of the USS Indianapolis in 1945. On July 29, 1945, after delivering a critical payload, the USS Indianapolis was torpedoed and sunk in the Pacific. Nearly 12,000 men went into the water. Only 316 survived after drifting for days, facing not just sharks, sun, and thirst, but despair that no one knew they were missing. For the sailors who made it out, what broke them wasn't always the enemy. It was the aimlessness, the waiting, and the doubt. So let's take a break to reflect. Do you ever feel like you're adrift without orders or a crew? Like the real challenge is not knowing what to fight for anymore? Or feeling invisible in the crowd? Just close your eyes, breathe, and admit if you've been there. And we'll be right back. So now we look at another this day in military history on July 29th. On the same date in 1967, U.S. Navy and Army coordinated a major sweep of the Mekong Delta. Uncertain ground, shifty mission, lines blurred daily. The warriors succeeded by improvising, asking for help, and rewriting the plan each day. The hard truth is surviving and thriving comes from asking, adapting, and finding new teammates on every shore. The purpose for today's vet isn't a banner to wave once. It's a call to adapt when the old uniform doesn't fit, but your strength still matters. And here's a little workshop. Let's make this practical. Step 1, claim your primary mission for the week. It's not selfish, it's survival. Step 2, state your main boundary, not after 7 p.m. Work out first, check in with one buddy. Step 3, tell your crew, even if there's just your partner or a friend. And then step 4, write your sabotage triggers, big and small. Late night Netflix, saying yes by default, letting work calls and after hours. Pause and fill this on your phone, notebook, or just out loud. And create a reward loop. End the week with a buddy call, mill, or brief mission complete on paper. So athletes, now sports and military parallels, athletes lose the locker room and stumble until they find a reason in a tribe again. Retired NFL and NBA players report spikes in depression unless they join coaching, mentoring, or start new teams. SEAL teams transition to business or life after service by seeking out old teammates, staying physically active, and building routines with mission language. How could you create a new team right now? Who's your accountability group, fitness partner, or check-in crew? And just give me 1 second. Okay. So, let's look at our salute to load bearers. Today's salute goes out to every vet, dad, mother, sister, brother out there who wakes up without a clear mission, but gets up and suits up anyways. Show up for your family, fixing breakfast, holding down a job, making the calls you don't want to make, and carrying an invisible load no one else can see. Maybe nobody gives you medals anymore. Nobody tallies the small stuff you do, right? But I see you, and your battle matters. This is for the guy who listens out for a buddy in trouble, even when he feels lost himself. To the mother/father who refuses to check out, even when he or she's unsure what the next step is. To the veteran who uses what's left in his own tank to mentor, coach, or just sit with a fellow brother so he doesn't drown alone. Purpose isn't always a flag to wave or a role that gets applause. Sometimes it's getting through the day, holding your line of integrity and reaching out, especially when you'd rather not. If you're tired, doubting, or still feeling adrift, know this. Within our circle, every small act of courage, every boundary you hold, every bit of kindness or brotherhood you show counts. You might not feel it now, but you are the proof that even without a visible mission, the world needs load-bearing men and women. If this is you, this moment is for you. Salute. So, hack of the day 2. It's kind of a purpose triggers for next week. So you pick one. Volunteer, even in 1 hour, or call another vet. Teach your child a life lesson you learned in uniform. Join a men's group or mission-driven hobby, online or in person. And try guided journaling. Who did I help or serve today? The big action? Do something mission-shaped before the next episode. I'll give you a week for that. You don't have to do it before the next episode. So, let's look at some texts, podcasts, and book recreation for reading. So some tech that you can use is Cozy for shared family calendars. You can organize duty days. Again, Helvetica for gamified mission tracking. And then you can use Headspace for Calm, which I really like Calm. Oh, it's the best. I just use the free one, but something about snow falling that I just like to listen to. But it's great for a mental reset. Some of the podcasts you can listen to is like Team Never Quit, Marcus Luttrell, 10% Happier, Vets on Mindfulness After Trauma, or Born in the Battle, VA Stories. And some of the books are Tribe, Sebastian Junger, Man's Search for Meaning, Viktor Frankl, and Boundaries, which is by Cloud and Townsend. So, the last riddle was, what's full of holes, but still holds water? If you guessed it right, yes, it's a sponge. So here's the next one for next time. What can you hold in your left hand, but never in your right hand? Yeah. Put your guess out and let me know. All right. So if today hit home, share this episode with a vet, a mom, a dad, or anyone drifting between missions. DM your micro missions or boundary runs to @LoadBearingDad. Your story might save a brother from floating alone. Next mission is camaraderie. I can't even say that. Camaraderie. I can't even say it. Whatever. It's togetherness in civilian life. How to rebuild brotherhood and belong when the uniform is in the closet. Please subscribe, especially on Spotify if you have Spotify. That really helps out to keep this going. Or follow and share and keep the mission alive. This is Load Bearing Dad. Find your purpose, defend your boundaries, and help a brother stay afloat. Or sister. One mission at a time.